Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Pao Pao TV, and this is El Maestro, Sir Paulo. And if napansin nyo, may ano lang tayo, no? May picture lang tayo sa ano natin. So we don't have a camera because naiwan ko siya sa school. But I need to record this one sa bahay. Okay, for today we will going to discuss quadratic functions. Okay? So before proceeding, this is very important na alam na natin yung um, topics related to quadratic functions or quadratic equations. Okay, anything about quadratic kasi napaka-importante ng mga bagay na yun. So pag nakalimutan na natin, you can check. Meron tayong videos regarding quadratic functions, factoring, completing the squares. Okay, kasi we will be needing that one in this lesson. Okay? So kasi bago natin mag-graph yung quadratic function, meron siyang different steps na dadaanan. Okay? And yung knowledge niya yun is very important. Okay? So let's proceed. So transforming quadratic function in its standard form to vertex form. Ano to? So meaning, before we can actually graph a quadratic function, first is we have to convert the standard form into its vertex form. Okay? So ito yung isa sa mga method na pwede natin gawin. And how do we convert, okay, or transform the quadratic function from its standard form to vertex form? So we have two methods. Okay? Makita nyo, this is the quadratic function, standard form, and this is the vertex form. So from here, gagawin natin ganito by completing the square. Yun yung first method, completing the square. And second method is using this formula. If mapansin nyo, we need to get h and k. Kasi yun yung isa-substitute natin dito. If meron na tayong h and meron na tayong k, we can form a vertex form from its standard form. Okay? So from here. So ito na yung kalalabasan. So later on, it's up to you to decide anong mas convenient sa inyo. Yung method 1 ba or yung method 2? Kung saan yung mas madali sa inyo. So I will be presenting to you that these two method for your convenience, no? Bahala na kayo pumili later on. So first, we will have completing the squares. Okay? So how do we complete a quadratic function or quadratic form, standard form, okay, so that ma-convert natin siya or ma-transform natin siya to vertex form. So from this, we have an example. F of x is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 3. If mapansin nyo, this is now the standard form, f of x. Sometimes, they will use y. Okay? So, if ibabalik natin dun sa previous natin na ano, if makita nyo dito, ginamit niya dito is y. Okay? We can use y or you can use f of x. No? Pareho lang yung dalawa. Okay? So, balik tayo. So, from our example, meron tayong f of x is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 3. Okay? So, this form is a standard form at gagawin nating vertex form. Okay? How? So, completing the square, first is we have to group together terms with x. So, ano yung terms with x? Ito. So, i-group natin yan dalawa. Okay? So, after grouping, if-factor out natin yung a. Ano yung a? Di ba yung a, yun yung coefficient ng ating x squared. In this case, kung makita nyo, wala tayong katabing coefficient. Like, literally, hindi natin makikita. Meaning, yung coefficient ni x squared is 1. So, for this lesson purpose, gawin natin is factor out natin si 1. Which is later on, pwede na namang hindi. Kasi that is understood as 1. So, factor out natin si 1. Okay? Coefficient ni x squared. And by the way, the next example natin is, meron talaga yung makikita nyo may coefficient. Okay? So, after natin factor out si a, the next thing that we're going to do is mag-add tayo. Add b over 2 squared. Ito. Okay? Mag-add tayo ng ganito. Alam natin na si b is the coefficient of your x, which is negative 4. O pwede na rin yung 4 lang mismo kasi squared naman natin, so hindi magmamatter yung sign niya later on. So magiging b over 2 squared, ito yung hahanapin natin. So b is equal to 4, so that is 4 over 2 squared. So 4 divided by 2, that is 2 squared, and that is equal to 4. So itong 4 na to, ito yung i-add natin ngayon sa ating equation or function. So paano? Tingnan nyo, if manotice nyo, itong x minus 4, x squared minus 4x, ito yon. Tapos ito yung factor out 1 natin. Dito natin i-add ngayon yung 4. So yung 4, mag-plus tayo ng 4. Magiging trinomial na siya. Okay? Then mag-minus, sabi dito, mag-subtract daw tayo. Ang isa-subtract natin, class, is yung 1 times kung ano yung in-add natin. Since we added 4, so 4 times 1 minus 4 times 1. Again ha, kung ano yung factored out natin dito, we multiply it dun sa in-add natin, then yun yung ima-minus natin. Okay? So, we will now simplify, then express everything into trinomial. Okay? Perfect square trinomial. So, from this, ito, okay, this is a perfect square trinomial, right? Okay? Yan, perfect square trinomial yan. So, if a factor natin, so magiging x minus 2 squared. Okay? So, again, meron tayong separate video on how to factor out trinomials. Okay? Kaya ito yung sabi ko sa kanina, no? You have yung knowledge nyo regarding factoring, quadratic functions, trinomials, dapat solido yun. Okay? So, after that, minus natin to 4, 3 minus 4 times 1, that is negative. Ito, simplify natin, that is minus 1. So, if you notice, tingnan nyo, magkapareho na sila, di ba? Look, here. Okay? So, meron tayong, if you notice, meron tayong, okay, sorry. Okay? Medyo naghang. Okay? So, where meron tayong A, ano yung A natin? Itong factored na number natin. In this case, tinanggal na natin. Pero we understood, sabi ko kanina, that is pag wala, that is understood as 1. Okay? Next, H. Di ba yun yung kailangan natin, H? Tingnan niyo yung H. H is ito. Ito yung tatandaan nyo. Pag negative yung dito, just like this, ilalagay natin na H is positive. Okay? Take note of that ha. Pag negative dito, positive yung H natin. Pag positive yung dito, negative yung H natin. Okay? Next, we need K. What is K? Ito, si K. So, K, sama natin, isali natin yung K. Sali natin yung sign niya. So, we have negative 1. So, this time, nakuha na natin yung A, H, at K. Nakuha. So, ito yung kailangan natin later on sa pag-graph natin. Okay? So, ganun lang, no? Pag-complete ng square. So, we'll have another example. So, this time, we have negative 3x squared plus 6x minus 5. So, first is, we have to transform this into this form. First step is to group. Again, i-group natin yung may mga values, yung may mga x, okay, terms with x. So, i-group natin yung dalawa. Then, factored out A. Ito yung sabi ko kanina, we need to factor out this coefficient ng x squared. So, magiging ganyan. So, maybe we will ask, bakit naging ganyan? Bakit naging 2 na lang? So, it's very important. Actually, this is common monomial factor. Okay? Meron tayong mga factoring videos. Tingnan nyo. Kasi dapat, pag minultiply mo yan ulit, okay? So, negative 3 times x squared, dapat babalik yan sa original form. Ito. Diba? Then, pag multiply mo ulit, negative 3 times 2x, dapat 6x. Babalik yan sa original form. Okay? So, kailangan ganito yung pag-factor natin. Okay? So, ano yung common factor ni 3 at ni x? Ni 6. Okay? So, factoring. This is, ang lesson na ito is about common monomial factor. Okay? So, next is we have to add the same. Mag-add tayo, yung coefficient natin this time, ito na, dito na tayo kukuha ng b. Okay? Dito na tayo kukuha ng b, hindi dito. Okay? Dito na sa factored form natin. So, magiging, okay, 2 over 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So, that is 1 squared. That is equal to 1. So, ito na naman yung i-add natin. Okay? So, we add. Tingnan nyo, may negative 3 dyan. Anong i-add natin? Plus 1. Anong ima-minus natin? Dapat i-multiply muna natin si 3 at si... Okay, si 3 at si 1. Yun yung i-minus natin. Tingnan nyo. We minus 5, minus, okay, minus, ito, 3 times, negative 3 times 1. Okay? So, ganito yung proseso. Then, simplify. Again, this is a perfect square trinomial. So, negative 3, factored out this trinomial, that is x plus 1 squared. Okay? Then, minus, ito na naman, you simplify this one, negative 5 minus negative 3 times 1, that is equals to negative 2. So, again, ito na. This is now the vertex form. Okay? So, wherein, sa vertex form natin, meron tayong a is equal to, ito, yung coefficient natin, which is negative 3. Then, meron tayong h. Tingnan nyo yung h. Ito yung sabi ko kanina. Di ba h? Kung negative yan, positive yung h natin. But in this case, di ba, positive 2. So, dapat negative 1 yung h natin. So, negative 1. Okay? So, yun yung tatandaan nyo. Then, minus k is negative 2. So, that is negative 2 yung k natin. So, yun yung kukunin natin. Kasi later on, sa pag-graph natin, kailangan natin yung a, h, at k. Okay? So, this is our answer. So, another form, and this is one way of solving transforming standard form to vertex form. Second is, we have ito. Okay, transforming quadratic function by using formula. Para sa akin, mas madali yung magamit tayo ng formula. So, this method. So, I suggest you use this method. So, in this case, gamitin natin yung same given natin para ma-compare natin kung the same lang. So, again, we have to convert this one into this form. So, ang kailangan natin is ang A, B, and C. Alam na natin yan, no? From here, we have A1, B is negative 4, and C is 3. So, from this, gamitin natin yung formula kasi kailangan natin i-solve yung H, which is negative B over 2A. So, H is equal to negative B. Ano yung negative B? Ano yung B natin? So, minus yan na kasi that is minus or negative. So, what is our B? B is negative 4. Okay, next, 2 over A. What is our A? 1. So, multiply mo lang yan. Simplify. So, we'll have negative, negative, magiging positive 4 over 2 or H is equal to 2. Okay? Next, we have to solve for K. So, this one na naman. So, kailangan natin yung A, C, B. Okay? So, that will become 4 times A is 1 times C is 3 minus B squared, negative 4 squared, over 4 times C, that is 3. No, 2 times A, 4 times A, that is 4 times 1. So, that is equal to, simplify, 12 minus 16 over 4, and you will have negative 1. So, mas madali to, di ba? Nakuha na natin kaagad yung H at K. And, syempre, yung A, ito na yung A natin. So, hindi na natin kailangan isolve. So, if this is your standard, if this is the vertex form, gagawin natin, ano yung A natin, ilalagay natin dyan, 1. Di ba? A natin is 1. So, sabi ko nga kanina, pwede nang di ilagay, but for this purpose, lagyan muna natin. The next is, what is our B? H. H is equal to, anong H natin? 2. So, that is minus 2. Okay, sorry. So, ito yung sabi ko kanina. Diba, sabi ko kanina, pwede na yung wala. Pwede nating tanggalin. Okay. The next, ano yung H? H is 2. So, lagay natin dyan si 2 plus, ano yung K natin? Negative 1. So, let's simplify this one and you will have negative times positive. So, magiging negative. So, that is why we have x squared minus 2 quantity squared minus 1. So, pareho lang. Okay? So, mas madali yata to. No? Mas madali to. Another example. Okay? So we have negative 3x squared plus 6x minus 5. Convert to vertex form. From this, to this, we have a is negative 3, b is 6, c is negative 5. So using the formula, this one, substitute everything, lahat ng given. So you have negative, b is equal to 6, so times 6, 2 times a, negative 3. So simplify, so you will have 6 times over negative 6, so that is positive 1. Next, using k, so you will have k is equal to 4. What is a? Negative 3 times c, which is negative 5 minus b squared, so that is 6 squared. Over 4 times a, that is 4 times negative 3. Simplify, use your calculator. So you will have 60 minus 36 over 12. Negative 12. So you will have negative 2 as your k. So ganun lang kasimple, class, okay? By using this formula. So again, your a is negative 3, lagay nyo dyan. Our h is 1, so lagay nyo yan dyan 1. And our k is negative 2. Okay, so simplify. So you will have negative 3 quantity x minus 1 squared minus 2. So this is now the vertex form. Okay, so this is how, or this is the method on how to transform standard form of quadratic function to vertex form. So we will be using this one para ma-plot natin yung quadratic function. So this time, anong gagawin natin? Okay, mag-graph na tayo ng function. But before we can graph a function, we will know first what kind of graph meron yung quadratic function. Okay, so we need a Cartesian plane, x and y coordinates, then ganito. Ito yung mukha, ito yung form ng quadratic equation. Okay? And this is called parabola. Pag quadratic function, class, parabola talaga yung ma-perform niya. Okay? Pag linear equation, line yung ma-perform niya. Okay? So, always ganyan yung mukha. It's either pabaliktad, opening right, opening left, opening upward, opening downward. So, in order to graph a quadratic function, the following should be determined. Ito yung kailangan natin para mag-graph natin yan. First is the vertex. So, ano yung vertex? The maximum or the highest or the minimum lowest point of a parabola. Ito yung vertex, h and k. That is why we need to solve h and k. Kasi later on, kailangan natin yan i-plot, si h and k. Yung h mo, yun yung x coordinate mo. Yung k mo, yun yung y coordinate mo. Okay? Next. So, first, we need the vertex. Second is we need, ano yung kailangan natin next? We need a, again, this is the vertex. Look. Tingnan natin, this is the vertex. Ito yung lowest or highest. Since opening upward siya, ito yung low. No, pinakabababa na point ng graph mo. Next, so which is h and k. So next we have axis of symmetry. Ano yung axis of symmetry? The line that intersects with the vertex. So line that intersects with the vertex and for which all points on opposite sides of the line are mirror images of each other. So meaning, gagawa ka lang ng vertical line that passes through this vertex. Kung makita nyo, kung anong meron sa right nyo, yun din yung sa left nyo. Parang mirror, di ba? Parang hinati mo yung graph. So, magkapareho yung both sides. Okay? So, this is what we call the axis of symmetry. Next, we have the orientation. Ito yung sabi ko kanina, orientation. So, the graph of a quadratic function which is a parabola opens upward or downward. Okay? Pwedeng upward, downward. So, depending on the value of a. So, alam na natin saan yung a. Ito yung coefficient ni x squared. If the value of a is positive, the parabola opens upward. So, in this case, since this is opening upward, meaning positive yung a natin. Okay? But if our a is negative, ganyan yung graph natin pag negative yung a. Nakuha? So, if this is the graph, ito na yung vertex niya. So, ito yung maximum. Okay? Okay? And minimum. Ito yung maximum, minimum natin. Okay? So, next, this is, again, your vertex. Nakuha. So, depende na yon sa value ng A nyo. And remember that one, later on kasi sa pagplot natin, para malaman natin, we will identify A para malaman natin kung yung graph natin is opening upward ba siya or opening downward. Okay? Next, we need X-intercept. Ano yung X-intercept? The point at which the parabola intersects or touches the X. So, in this case, since this is our X-axis, ito yung X-intercept. Ito. Kung saan dumaan yung ating graph sa X-axis. Okay, so this is the X-intercept. And also, we have Y-intercept kung saan dumaan sa Y-axis yung ating graph. In this case, dito siya dumaan. So, this is the Y-intercept. So, kailangan natin din yan. And last is the minimum or the maximum point. Ito yung kanina. Okay? When the parabola opens up, the vertex is the lowest point. Kita nyo? So, open up siya. So, meaning, yung lowest point niya dito. Pero pag open up, downward, baliktad naman niya sa highest point siya. So, ganun lang yun. So, we need all this until F para mag-graph natin. So, in this example, gamitin natin yung sinolve natin kanina. So, ito na yung parabola natin. Okay? So, we have the domain and the range. So, hindi na natin i-discuss like thoroughly ano yung domain and range. Kasi when we say domain, lahat ng value ng x and range depends on the orientation of the parabola. Okay? Ito yung mga value ng domain nyo sa pag-graph nyo. Okay? So, this is now your parabola. Ito na yung kailangan nating mabuo from our quadratic functions. Okay? So, we will have an example. Ang gagawin natin is we will use yung na-solve natin kanina. Okay, ito yung na-solve natin kanina. Our equation is f of x is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 3. Okay? Then, na-solve natin yung h, na-solve na natin yung k. Gagamitin natin to. Assuming tapos na natin na-solve, so we need these two para mag-graph natin. Okay? Kaya ito yung sabi ko kanina, we need h and k para mag-graph natin. Okay? So, first, we have to identify the properties. Yung kanina, yung vertex, x-intercept, y-intercept. So, vertex, alam natin yung vertex, ito yung hk. So, that is 2 and negative 1. So, meron na tayong vertex, 2 and negative 1. Kasi hk, h is 2, k is negative 1. So, ito yung vertex natin. Next is axis of symmetry. Yung axis of symmetry is just simply equal to x is equal to h. So, ano yung h natin? H is equal to 2. So, meaning, axis of symmetry is equal to x is equal to 2. Okay? Next, orientation. So, depende. Since our coefficient a here, ano yung a natin? Positive. Coefficient ng x squared, positive. So, open. Okay? If positive, open upward. If negative, open downward. Look at our a. What is our a? A is positive. So, that is open upward. Okay, open upward siya. Again, that is open upward because, balik lang natin ng konti. Okay, open upward siya kasi our A is positive. Okay? So, next, meron pang tatlo. So, we need the x-intercept. So, using x-intercept, we just need a formula, quadratic formula to solve for x-intercept, which is negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So, kailangan natin to para ma-solve natin yung x-intercept natin. So, isolve natin yung x-intercept. So, we need a, b, and c. So, let's substitute this from our equation or from our formula. So, what is our b? b is negative 4. So, b is negative 4. 4a is 1. c is 3. And a is 1. So, compute. So, you will have 4 plus minus square root of 4. And you have 4 plus minus 2. Square root of 4 is 2. So, first we have positive. Gamitin natin positive. And you will have 3. 4 plus 2 is 6. Divided by 2 is 3. Next, yung negative naman, 4 minus 2 divided by 2, that is equal to 1. Okay. So, meron na tayong x-intercept. Next is the y-intercept, right? So, x-intercept is x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1. So, y-intercept na naman tayo. So how to get y-intercept? Madali lang magkuha ng y-intercept. Okay? Gagawin natin is we have to set x is equal to 0. Ganun lang yung gagawin natin. Lahat ng x, gawin nating 0. Then, i-substitute natin. From this case, ito na yung equation natin. From here, tingnan nyo, yung mga x, ginawa kong 0, 0. Ganyan lang. So, after you substitute, you make x, no, sorry, this is 4, sorry, this is 4 times 0. Kasi yung x natin is 0, meron tayong 4. Okay? I-correct lang natin to. This is 4 times 0. Anyway, this is still 0. Okay? So, that is equal to 3. Kasi matitira dito is 3. Again, 0 squared minus 4 times 0. This is 4 times 0 from here. Kasi yung x natin is 0 plus 3. So, matitira is 3. So, our y-intercept or y is equal to 3. That is our y-intercept. Okay? So, solve na natin yung y-intercept. So, the maximum and minimum point, simply lang, that is equal to k. Kung ano yung k natin, yun yung maximum or minimum point natin. In this case, our k is negative 1. So, this is the minimum or the maximum point. So, kailangan natin to graph. We can now graph the function. So, given f of x is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 3. So, identify na natin yung mga na-solve natin kanina. So, we need a Cartesian plane. In this case, hindi ko na nilagyan ng parang grid para mas makita natin. Anyway, hindi necessary na accurate, very accurate yung graph natin. As long as andun yung mga properties na kailangan natin. Unang property na kailangan natin is vertex, okay, which is 2 and negative 1. So, ipa-plot natin si 2 and negative 1. So, 2 and negative 1. So, bandang dito. Okay. Next, axis of symmetry, which is x is equal to 2. Yung kanina, ito. Okay, this is our axis of symmetry. Next, orientation. Alam natin si A is positive, so, opening upward yung graph natin later on. Okay? Next is the x-intercept na solve na natin, which is x is equal to 3. Okay, ito. X is equal to 3. Ang isa is x is equal to 1 dito. So, medyo na-picture out na natin yung graph natin. Then, y-intercept, that is equal to y is equal to 3 dito. Y is equal to 3. Okay? So, igagraph na natin yung mga given natin. So, i-trace nyo lang yan, class. I-trace nyo lang yan using the orientation opening upward. So, this is now our graph. Nakita nyo, parabola siya. Okay? So, kompleto, meron tayong vertex, meron tayong axis of symmetry, meron tayong x-intercepts, meron tayong y-intercept. And syempre, yung last, alam natin, kailangan natin yung maximum or minimum point of the graph, alam natin, that is equal to negative 1. So, meaning, part siya ng vertex. Okay? So, ito yung minimum. Okay? Which is x is equal to negative 1. Kasi yung k natin is negative 1. So, this is how are you going to graph a quadratic functions. Okay? So, actually, you just follow those steps. Kung medyo hindi nyo mag-get sa una, you review, you watch again this video again and again until ma-master nyo siya. Okay? For now, ito lang muna. No? Thank you for watching, guys. I hope it will help you sa pag-answer nyo sa mga assignments and sa mga modules nyo. Okay? So, if you have some clarification, if you have some comments, suggestions, you comment it down below para bigyan natin ng solution yung mga katanungan nyo. If you want something na i-discuss natin, topic na gusto nyo i-discuss natin, i-comment nyo lang yan sa comment section at gagawa natin ng video nyo sa makakaya natin. Okay? Once again, thank you for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video sa mga friends nyo. Again, this is El Maestro Sir Paulo. Thank you for watching. God bless you all.